Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of English Spark US, the channel where we ignite your passion for learning English. I am your host, Emily, and I am absolutely thrilled to be here with you today. We believe that learning a language should be fun, easy, and part of your daily routine.
That is right, Emily. Hello to all our fantastic listeners around the world. I'm Mike. The weather here is beautiful, the sun is shining, and we are ready to help you improve your speaking skills.
We certainly are, Mike. You sound very energetic today. But before we dive into the lesson, I have to ask, how are you really feeling right now?
I am doing well, but I have to admit, I am a tiny bit sleepy.
Oh no, sleepy? Why is that?
Well, I was up very late last night working on some new projects. You know how it is. Sometimes work just takes over your whole evening. It can be exhausting.
I completely understand. Work is such a massive part of our lives. It takes up our time, our energy, and sometimes our sleep. But because we spend so much time working, it is one of the most common topics of conversation.
You are absolutely right. Whether you love your job or find it tiring, you need to talk about it. And that is exactly what we are doing today.
Yes, we aren't talking about sleep. We are talking about careers.
We're going to teach you the perfect vocabulary to describe your job. But, Emily, how do we even start this conversation?
That is the big question. Imagine you are at a party or a networking event. You meet someone new, you want to know about their job, but asking, "What is your job title?" sounds very robotic and formal.
It really does. It sounds like you are filling out a government form. Native speakers rarely use that phrase in casual conversation. Instead, we use a magic question that is short and sweet.
We simply ask, "What do you do?"
What do you do? It's just 4 words, but it means, how do you earn money? Or, what is your profession?
So, Mike, let's practice this right now. What do you do?
That is a great question, but I want to make sure I answer it perfectly. How do I structure the answer?
To answer what do you do, the grammar is actually very simple. You generally start with the verb to be. You say, "I am a," followed by your specific job title.
Exactly. For example, I am a teacher, or I am a podcast host. It's direct and clear. I can say, I am a driver. I am a dentist. I am an engineer. It's a great start.
Perfect. However, Mike, I notice that many English learners get stuck when they try to add more detail, specifically about where they work.
Oh, you mean those little connecting words?
Yes, the prepositions. Do we say in, at, or for? It can be very confusing.
It is tricky. Let's fix that right now. When should we use the word in?
Okay, let's focus on the word in. In English, we usually use in when we are referring to the physical environment, the building or the room you're standing inside.
I see. So because a school is a building with walls, I can say, I work in a school.
Precisely. You can say, "I work in an office," "I work in a hospital," or "I work in a factory." You are emphasizing that you work inside that space.
That makes sense. Right now, I am working in a recording studio.
Correct. But sometimes we don't want to talk about the building. We want to talk about the general location or institution.
Ah, so is there a different word for that situation?
Yes, for general locations, we often use the word at. It's very similar to in, but it focuses more on the function of the place rather than the physical walls.
So instead of the building, I'm talking about the place in general. Can I say, I work at a bank?
Yes, I work at the bank. I work at the airport. Or I work at the university.
Okay, so in is for the building, And at is for the general spot. That is clear. But Mike, what if I want to impress people with the specific name of the company that hired me?
Oh, if you want to drop a big name, you need a totally different preposition.
If you want to tell people the specific name of your employer, like Apple, Samsung, or Toyota, you need to use the preposition for.
That is right. This shows who you serve. So I say, I work for Google. I would not say, I work in Google, unless I mean I'm physically standing inside their lobby.
Exactly. I work for Microsoft, or in our case, I work for English Spark US.
The best employer in the world. So, to recap, you work in a place, at a location, and for a company.
We can actually combine all of these into a super sentence to sound very fluent, can't we?
We sure can. Let's try to build that sentence together.
Imagine you are at a professional conference. You want to give a complete answer about your career. You can combine the job title, the location, and the company. Let me try to build one. I am a project manager. I work in a tall building downtown, and I work for a major tech company.
That was excellent, Mike. It gives so much detail in just one breath. Here's another one. I am a surgeon. I work at City Hospital, and I work for the National Health Service.
That sounds very professional. It's much better than just saying, I am a doctor, and stopping there.
Definitely. But Mike, what if someone listening right now doesn't have a job? What should they say?
That is a delicate situation. We don't want to sound negative.
If you are currently without a job, simply saying, I have no job can feel a little bit sad or abrupt. We have better ways to say it.
True. A very professional and active phrase is I am looking for a job. This tells people you're available to work.
Yes. Or you can use a very polite English idiom. I am between jobs.
Between jobs. I really like that. It implies that you finished one career and the next great opportunity is coming soon.
It is very positive. But what about people who work very hard raising a family? They are not unemployed.
Oh, absolutely not. That is the hardest job in the world. What do we call them?
If you stay home to take care of your children and manage the house, you have a very important title. You are a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad.
I have so much respect for stay-at-home parents. It's a 24/7 job with no breaks.
It really is. And if you are currently studying at a university or college, your job title is simply student.
So you can say, I am a student at the local university. Simple and clear. Now that we know the titles, let's talk about feelings. Mike, how do you describe a job you really dislike?
Oh dear. We need some strong, descriptive adjectives for that.
Sometimes work is just difficult. If you come home at the end of the day and you want to collapse on the sofa, your job is tiring.
Tiring. That means it drains all your physical energy. And what if you have too much pressure and the boss is always yelling?
Then the job is stressful. Doctors, police officers, and waiters often have very stressful jobs.
And what if the job is just dull? What if you just sit there and stare at the wall?
Then it is boring. Time moves so slowly when you're bored.
Tiring, stressful, boring. We hope your job isn't like that.
Me too. Let's look at the sunny side. What if you absolutely love your work?
If you enjoy your work, you can say it is interesting. This means it keeps your mind active and engaged.
Or, if you are an artist, a writer, or a graphic designer, you can say your job is creative.
I like that word. Also, if your job makes you feel good in your heart because you are helping people like a nurse, you can say it is rewarding.
Rewarding is a beautiful word. It means the reward isn't just money, but a good feeling.
Exactly. But Mike, usually a job is good or bad because of the people you work next to.
You are right. What do we call the people on our team?
The people you work with are called your colleagues or your coworkers.
Colleagues sounds a little more formal, while coworkers is a bit more casual, but they mean the same thing.
If you have funny colleagues, even a boring job can be a lot of fun.
That is so true. I used to work in a warehouse. The work was incredibly tiring, but my colleagues were hilarious, so I actually loved going to work.
Good colleagues make all the difference. Now, let's talk about schedules. Mike, do you work all day, every day?
I do, but not everyone has the same schedule as me.
Most people in the US or UK have what we call a full-time job. This usually means working about 40 hours a week.
The classic 9 to 5. You work Monday through Friday. However, students or parents might work fewer hours.
Right. If you work fewer hours, maybe only 15 or 20 hours a week, that is called a part-time job.
I worked part-time when I was a student. It is a great way to earn some extra cash while studying.
But there is a new way of working that has become very popular since the pandemic.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No office commute required?
Exactly. Many people now work remotely.
Or we say, I work from home. You can sit in your kitchen, wear your comfortable clothes, and use your laptop.
It is very comfortable. You don't have to sit in traffic. You can simply say, I have a remote job.
I think I would like to work remotely from a beach house, somewhere sunny.
That sounds like a fantasy. And that actually leads me to a fun question for you, Mike. If you could do any job in the world, what would it be?
You mean my dream job? Let me think about that for a second.
A dream job is the perfect career for you. It's what you fantasize about doing if money didn't matter.
Okay, if I wasn't a teacher here on English Spark US, I think I would be a professional food critic.
A food critic? Really?
Yes, I would go to fancy restaurants, eat delicious steaks and desserts, and then write reviews about them. That is the ultimate dream.
That does sound tasty. No cooking, just eating.
Exactly. What about you, Emily? What is your dream job?
I think I would want to be a wildlife photographer for a nature magazine.
Oh, wow. Traveling the world to take pictures?
Yes, I would go to the jungle or the mountains and take pictures of tigers and elephants. It sounds exciting and adventurous.
It sounds a little dangerous to me, but definitely not boring.
Asking people, what is your dream job, is such a great conversation starter. Everyone has an interesting answer.
It is. It helps you learn about a person's true personality and passions.
Okay, we have covered a massive amount of vocabulary today.
Let's do a quick review to make sure it all sticks in your memory. First, remember the question, what do you do?
Then the answer structure. I am a plus your title. For example, I am a dentist.
Then the prepositions. I work in an office, at the bank, or for a big company.
And don't forget the adjectives. Your job can be stressful, tiring, or hopefully rewarding and fun.
And finally, the schedule words. Full-time, part-time, or remote.
You guys are ready to sound like native speakers now.
But before we go, we have a small favor to ask our community.
We want this community to grow and help more people. If you enjoyed this lesson, please hit that like button right now. It really helps us.
And make sure you subscribe to English Spark US so you never miss a lesson. We upload new conversations every single week to help you.
Also, share this video with your colleagues. Maybe your coworkers want to learn English too. You can practice together during your lunch break.
That is a great idea. Speaking with friends is the best way to learn quickly.
We also want to hear from you directly. We have a homework assignment for you.
Yes, we want to see your English skills in the comment section.
In the comments section below, please answer our magic question. What do you do?
Write a full sentence. I am a driver and I work for a delivery company. Or tell us your dream job. I want to be a pilot.
We read every single comment and we love learning about our listeners' lives.
Thank you so much for listening to English Spark US. Good luck with your work today, whether it's at the office, at a school, or at home.
See you next time, everyone. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and stay sparked. Goodbye.
Goodbye.